We will tell you, but it'll take some time. Wouldn't you like to put us down? Couldn't we sit here together in the sun while it lasts? You must be getting tired of holding us up.
Tired? No, I am not tired. I do not easily get tired, and I do not sit down. I am not very bendable. But there, the sun is going. Let us leave this. Did you say what you call it?
Hill? Suggested Pippin. Shell? Step? Suggested Merry. Treebeard repeated the words thoughtfully.
Hill. Yes, that was it. But it is a hasty word for a thing that has stood here ever since this part of the world was shaped. Never mind, let us leave it and go.
Where shall we go? Asked Merry.
To my home, or one of my homes,
answered Treebeard. Is it far?
I do not know. You might call it far, perhaps, but what does that matter?
Well, you see, we've lost all our belongings, said Merry. We have only a little food.
Oh, you need not trouble about that, said Treebeard. I can give you a drink that will keep you green and growing for a long, long while. And if we decide to part company, I can set you down outside my country at any point you choose. Let us go.
Holding the hobbits gently but firmly, one in the crook of each arm, Treebeard lifted up first one large foot and then the other, and moved them to the edge of the shelf. The root-like toes grasped the rocks. Then, carefully and solemnly, he stalked down from step to step and reached the floor of the forest. At once he set off with long, deliberate strides through the trees, deeper and deeper into the wood, never far from the stream, climbing steadily up towards the slopes of the mountains. Many of the trees seemed asleep, or as unaware of him as of any other creature that merely passed by. But some quivered, and some raised up their branches above his head as he approached. All the while, as he walked, he talked to himself in a long, running stream of musical sounds. The hobbits were silent for some time. They felt, oddly enough, safe and comfortable, and they had a great deal to think and wonder about. At last Pippin ventured to speak again. "Please, Treebeard," he said, "could I ask you something? Why did Celeborn warn us against your forest? He told us not to risk getting entangled in it."
Did he now? Grumbled Treebeard. And I might have said much the same if you had been going the other way. Do not risk getting entangled in the woods of Laurel and Dornan. That is what the elves used to call it, but now they make the name shorter. Lothlorien, they call it. Perhaps they are right. Maybe it is fading, not growing. Land of the Valley of Singing Gold, that was it once upon a time. Now it is the Green Flower. Oh well. But it is a queer place, and not for just anyone to venture in. I am surprised that you ever got out, but much more surprised that you ever got in. That has not happened to strangers for many a year. It is a queer land. And so is this. Folk have come to grief here. Aye, they have to grief. Laurel and Doran and Lindel Orendo, Malin Ornelian Ornemalin, he hummed to himself. They are falling rather behind the world, and there I guess he said. Neither this country nor anything else outside the Golden Wood is what it was when Celeborn was young. Still, Tarelli Lomea, Tumbale Morna, Tumbale Taurea, Lomeano. That is what they used to say. Things have changed, but it is still true in places.
"What do you mean?" said Pippin. "What is true?"
"The trees and the ents," said Treebeard. "I do not understand all that goes on myself, so I cannot explain it to you. Some of us are still true ents, and lively enough in our fashion, but many have grown sleepy, going tree-ish, as you might say. Most of the trees are just trees, of course, but many are half awake, some are quite wide awake, and a few are getting entish. That is going on all the time. When that happens to a tree, you find that some have bad hearts. Nothing to do with their wood, I do not mean that. Why, I knew some good old fellows down the Edgewash, gone long ago, alas. They were quite hollow, indeed they were falling all to pieces, but as quiet and sweet-spoken as a young leaf. And there are some trees in the valleys under the mountains, sound as a bell, and bad right through. That sort of thing seems to spread. There used to be some very dangerous parts in this country. There are still some very black patches.
Like the old forest away to the north, do you mean? Asked Mary.
Aye, something like, but much worse. I do not doubt there is some shadow of the great darkness lying there still away north, and bad memories are handed down. But there are hollow dales in this land where the darkness has never been lifted, and the trees are older than I am. Still, we do what we can. We keep off strangers and the foolhardy, and we train and we teach. We walk and we read. We are 3 herds, we old hens. Few enough of us are left now. Sheep get like shepherd, and shepherds like sheep, it is said, but slowly, and neither have long in the world. It is quicker and closer with trees and ants, and they walk down the ages together. For ants are more like elves, less interested in themselves than men are, and better at getting inside other things. And yet again, ants are more like men, more changeable than elves are, and quicker at taking the colour of the outside, you might say, or better than both, for they are steadier and keep their minds on things longer. Some of my kin look just like trees now, and need something great to rouse them, and they speak only in whispers. But some of my trees are limb-lithe, and many can talk to me. Elves began it, of course, waking trees up and teaching them to speak and learning their tree talk. They always wished to talk to everything, the old elves did. But then the great darkness came, and they passed away over the sea, or fled into far valleys and hid themselves, and made songs about days that would never come again. Never again. Aye, there was all one wood once upon a time from here to the mountains of Loon, and this was just the east end. Those were the broad days. Time was when I could walk and sing all day, and hear no more than the echo of my own voice in the hollow hills. The woods were like the woods of Lothlorien, only thicker, stronger, younger, and the smell of the air. I used to spend a week just breathing.
Treebeard fell silent, striding along, and yet making hardly a sound with his great feet. Then he began to hum again, and passed into a murmuring chant. Gradually the hobbits became aware that he was chanting to them.
In the willow meads of Tar-Zarenan I walked in the spring, the sight and the smell of the spring in Nan-Ta-Sarion. And I said that was good. I wandered in summer in the elm woods of Ossiriand. The light and the music in the summer by the 7 rivers of Ossir. And I thought that was best. To the beaches of Neldoreth I came in the autumn. The gold and the red and the sighing of leaves in the autumn in Tarna Neldor. It was more than my desire. To the pine trees upon the highland of Northonian I climbed in the winter. The wind and the whiteness and the black branches of winter upon Oronathon. My voice went up and sang in the sky, and now all those lands lie under the wave, and I walk in Ambarona, in Tauremorna, in Aldalome, in my own land. in the country of Bangor,